everybody, and welcome to the show. George here, in a guise that I haven't shown for a while, my Corgi Junior's Land Rover recovery truck. I hope you're well. So, the reason why I'm making this video is it's another brand new Corgi haul. So, the other week, the company that I work for announced that the grant for our cost of living credit was being terminated, so the money that was in our pots would be safe, but we wouldn't get any more. So I thought to myself, well, there's a couple of Corgi things that I've had my eye on Amazon for a while, and I might as well get them. So yeah, that's it. And they are both pop culture icons, shall we say. Yeah, we'll start with one of them, which is in 3 parts. So, first off, I imagine the vast majority of people watching this are familiar with the Aardman Animations icons that are Wallace and Gromit. And they've been going since, late 80s I think it was? But their most famous one, arguably, is The Wrong Trousers, with the penguin called Feathers McGraw. And arguably one of the most famous moments in animated film history is the train chase with the model train. And Corgi have immortalised that into die-cast model form. The first part, which is arguably the part that I think a lot of people will want, and I think it's going to be my favourite, is Feathers McGraw sitting in the tender of the engine with a carriage. The next part is Gromit on some carriages looking back, and then the final bit is Wallace sat in terror with a carriage and a couple of flatbed wagons, and they all come with a bit of track. Because I'm going to open this one up first, I'll have a look at the box on this one. I really like the box art on this. You've got a vector of Wallace and Gromit on the left hand side of the box, above the blue band with the Corgi logo that we're also familiar with, and it says in the bottom, just above that, Feathers McGraw and Locomotive. You've got the window obviously. On the top it says Wallace and Gromit, die-cast metal model, and then on the side you've got Wallace and Gromit, die-cast metal model, and then on the back you can see the set when it's all together. And there's a blurb there at the top of the paragraph. It's got a quote from Wallace from the beginning of this little train chase.
Hang in there, Gromit! Everything's under control!
Not much on the bottom of the box apart from the Hornby Hobbies logo. And then you got Wallace and Gromit's logo because it's obviously licensed by them, and Aardman Animations. I can't wait to find a sad onion, so I'm just going to get him out.
Sorry about this. It's a terrible unboxing again. Oh, hang on. There we go. There we go.
So, Corgi have had this out for ages, but the reason why I wanted this now, out of all times, is because a review of this set came up in my recommended on YouTube from a guy who I'm subscribed to, and he's called Troublesome Junction. He does mainly Thomas and Friends videos, but because it's a model train, he had to do this. And so, yeah, I decided to get the whole set out and review it as one, because it is one set. Oh god, it's re-railed itself. That's the thing, it's quite fiddly to put together, but you know, it looks the part when it's out, doesn't it? And interestingly enough, I know because Corgi are owned by Hornby, the tracks slot together like actual model railway, but I'm not sure what gauge this is. I've checked it with an N gauge locomotive that I've got, and it's definitely not N gauge. So is it TT, tabletop scale? I'm really not sure. But anyway, let's have a look at the 3 bits. So first at the front we've got Feathers McGraw riding in the tender of the engine with a little carriage, and these are all die cast. The wheels move, so the bodies of the engine and the carriages and the flatbeds and that are all die-cast metal, and the bases are, but the wheels, axles and the female connectors are plastic. But I love how on the engine the pistons actually move when you move the wheels, and it's got a little cow catcher at the front. It looks so accurate to the show, doesn't it? I don't know if you can see, I'm being technical here, There isn't any cab detail, but obviously because in the show it was supposed to be a model train, you wouldn't really need it. Now, just to demonstrate how the characters fit in, I'm just going to pick up Feathers McGraw because he's the easiest one to disconnect. Let's have a look at him first. So here is Feathers McGraw. He is plastic and he's got the little Ziploc bag which has the diamond in it that he's stolen from the museum. He's got his little evil black beady eyes and his beak, and he's sort of waving, hey, you're never going to catch me. He's got a little white belly, and the way he sits in the tender, so this bit where his feet should be, that is die cast metal, and it slots into this little triangular hole in the tender. And there you go. Again, they have beautiful detail on them. I mean, look, you can even see there's a little door there and all the lining. And then we move on to the second part of the set, which is Gromit looking back at Wallace. He's really grasping onto the front coach of this set, and he slots into a hole in the middle coach. I love as well how his ears are flapping back. I love that. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, YouTube, Wallace and Gromit, wrong trousers, train. And then here we go back to Wallace. He's wearing his knitted vest and his spotty pyjamas, and he's clinging onto the front coach. He has on his bum another one of those die-cast pegs that slots into the first flatbed, and then there's the rear flatbed as well. I love as well how it's got a hook at the back, so that if you really wanted to, you could swap these around. It doesn't just have to be like this. Also to point out that at the front of each of these there is a set of buffers on each wagon. I absolutely love this set. I know it was expensive, but I'm so glad I bought it. And I guess one of the main reasons why I bought it, apart from the fact that it's such a legendary sketch, I wanted to use this model train in one of my own videos in the background or something, or maybe as just like Perfect Harvest could have a new model railway set. But anyway, that's that. But, oh, hang on a minute.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go.
So this year, 2025, marks the 60th anniversary of the Gerry Anderson legend that is Thunderbirds. I've been a Thunderbirds fan since I was very little. I grew up in the late 90s, in the era when there was the Thunderbirds relaunch, no pun intended. Still got the vast majority of my original Thunderbirds toys from when I was a kid, and I've got loads from that I bought ever since. And this is one of them. And it's quite an unusual one because obviously Corgi have retooled Thunderbird 2 with the mini Thunderbird 4. They've retooled their Fab 1, which they've done time and time again. They've made ones of Thunderbirds 1 and 3 and Thunderbird 5, which doesn't get as much attention as it usually does. But they've also done a larger Thunderbird 4, the submersible. And that's what we've got in this box. So it's a very nice presentation box with the Thunderbirds classic logo, a Gerry Anderson production, God bless him, and it's got the Corgi logo in black on the sides, Thunderbird 4, Corgi, nothing on that side, and here we go. Oh my god, there it is. Oh wow. Oh, that's nice. And there is also a blurb up there telling you about Thunderbird 4, so if you want to pause that and read it at your leisure. But otherwise, I am going to get Thunderbird 4 out.
Here we go. Wow. Presumably. Yes. How do we go? Oh, bloody hell, it's weighty.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, that is fantastic. Very high quality. Thunderbird 4, it's never been done properly in a larger scale. It's always been tiny, either in plastic or metal form, that goes along with Thunderbird 2. But to have it, you know, done like this is really nice. It's yellow with some red striping here and there. At the front, it's got the light, which is on arms, which I believe, does it yes, it does fold down. I'm not sure how that works yet. And I think behind there, Gordon Tracy can fire missiles through there. And also, I think he has like laser cutters. There is the cabin, or the cockpit of, well, would you call it a cockpit? I don't know, because it's a submersible. But that is incredibly detailed. I hope you can see that. The intakes at the sides and at the top. There is the airlock on the top of the cockpit, and to the sides you've got the main engines, Thunderbird 4 on the side, some more red stripes, number 4 on the tail fin, Thunderbird 4 printed on the back. There's some more details painted on there, and there are the thrusters, which are yellow with red bands on them, and it's all yellow underneath with a red stripe, but there is lots of detail and it is really nice quality. It's Corgi, it's going to be nice quality. Here are the missiles. I'm not going to put those in. I know it's been nice to demonstrate it, but yeah, I don't want to lose these. So yeah, here's everything from the Corgi review. I am super pleased with these. These were not cheap, but they are definitely worth it. They are high quality models. I'll pop affiliate links to the Amazon pages in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment if you fancy, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in one of my next guises, probably Blind Bag Perfect Harvest and Hot Wheels Land Rover Defender, for the advent calendars on the 1st of December. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.
And you'll open up your window and you'll suddenly find that a peanut has knocked on your door. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense, but if you understand this, then you're mad. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense, and the singing is also quite bad.